Hi, today I want to share my method on how to deploy Laravel 8 with authentications to the hosting server with zero downtime. Open the terminal, choose the directory we want to build the project. For my case, I'm using document directory and type in composer create dash project laravel slash laravel. Project name for my case, I'm using demo dash deploy. Wait for the installation. Once done, access into the project and type php artisan serve and make sure the project is working. Now we start to install the Laravel authentication, which is Laravel Jetstream. Before start to install Laravel Jetstream, we need to install Leak Common Mark 1.3, which required by Laravel Jetstream. We type in composer require leak slash common mark 1.3, then we can start to install Laravel Jetstream. Composer require laravel slash jetstream. Then after the jetstream, we still need to have a live wire to be installed. So we need to type in php artisan jetstream colon install live wire. Live wire is the library to make it simple to build and dynamic interface using Laravel Black. Once the installation complete, we need to compile the asset by typing npm install npm run dev. During the compilation process, we go create the database. Okay, compile successfully. Now we open out the project using the code editor. Change the env file for database setting. The database port I'm using is 8889. Once changed, we migrate all the required table for the authentications. All the table migrate successfully, and now we can start to test the Laravel authentication for user register and user login. Next, we create a new repo in GitHub. Push all the localhost project to GitHub repo. Okay, now the project pushed to GitHub repo successfully. Now we're going to set out the domain. For my case, I'm using DigitalOcean. And access to my domain. Type in the host name and choose the server, then create record. Now we can access to the host server using domain create just now. Once successfully logged in to the hosting server, access to new server site available directory and copy the existing DigitalOcean virtual host and name it to your own virtual host. And for my case is demo deploy. Access into the file, edit the required information, remark these two lines, and change the root directory. For this row is the directory that your project will be placed. I just adding my project name followed by the current and the public. The current means the latest deploy version, and for the public is Laravel index main entry folder. Now we need to create the symbolic link to site enable. After that, restart the new service by typing service ngins space restart. Since we are in the hosting server, we can now start to install Linux packages, which is Node.js and required by the Laravel. Once installation done, we now back to local PC and generate the SSH key for local PC. Purpose of doing this is to let the server recognize your local PC to unlock the code by using the SSH public key. This is the public key. Now we need to copy the SSH key to hosting server by typing ssh-copy-id -i, your public key, followed by the host login ID at domain. Type in the password for the first time. Let's test the connection to the server, whether the server connection require the password. Okay, no password required to connect to the server. Now we access to our project, install the deployer. By typing composer require deployer/deployer --dev. After deployer, we need to install deployer recipe. Composer require deployer/recipe --dev. Once installation done, we access to our hosting server again. This is to create the new database in hosting server. For my case, I'm using the existing user, which is staging site user, to create the database. Now we back to our code editor, add in the new file called deploy.php. Paste in the code. I will provide the code in the description link below, and change the required information. Change the project name. For my case, I'm using demo deploy. Change the GitHub repo. It must be the same name as GitHub repo. Change the domain name. If you are using public key to copy SSH key to server, then you need to use the IP. For my case, I'm using domain name. Change the user. For my case here, I'm using deployer. Put your stage name. It can be any name. Replace the database name, username, and the password. For the identity file is your local PC SSH file directory. For the deploy part, it must be the same as what you have defined in the main server, but without current/public. And now we add and commit the changes, then push it to GitHub. Let's retest the site whether it is blank. Yes, it is blank now. One more thing I forgot to install in hosting server, which is npm. So now we log in to the server again and install the npm by typing sudo apt install npm. Once done the installations, we back to our local PC and start to deploy the code by typing php space vendor/bin/dev space deploy space staging. Deployment in progress. If you see this error, which means there are no env file defined in the hosting server, so you need to copy the local PC env code and paste it into the hosting server directory, which locate in /var/www/html/your project name followed by the share directory. Then open the env file and paste the code in here. Then change the hosting server database name, username and password, as well as the port. Once done, save and exit the file. Then back to the local PC code editor and try to deploy again. Okay, successfully deployed. Let's try to refresh the site and see whether it is working. Okay, I overlooked the NIN setting, so now we need to access to the hosting server again. Open up the virtual host located in the site available. Change the server name to your domain name. And also we need to change this to /index.php. Then save and exit the file. Restart the new service. Once restart, we need refresh the page again. Alright, now it is working. So let's try to test whether the register and the login is working. Okay, all work as expected. Okay, so now we try to make some changes in the code in local PC and try to deploy to the server. We remove the div here and leave it to only top login and register navigation and save the file. Then we commit the changes and push to the GitHub. The site still have the body content now. Let's check the local changes. The body content gone. Then we start to deploy to the server. Let's check again the site after deploy. The body content is gone. That's all for this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. But don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support is my spirit to move further. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next one.